from the North Rift, requesting the House to look into issues of poor management of the Kenya Seed Company that has occasioned circulation of fake maize seeds. Honourable members, the petitioners state that farmers in South and North Rift have been engaging in maize farming as the economic mainstay and for purposes of meeting the ever-increasing demand for maize, which is Kenya's staple food. But however, the petitioners claim that poor management at the Kenya Seed Company has created a loophole for production and circulation of fake maize seeds, thereby greatly undermining their efforts to produce the crop. The petitioners recount that from November 2020 to February 2021, farmers commenced preparations for the 2021 planting season and purchased what was then called in brackets hybrid maize seeds from Kenya Seed Company, the trusted source of seeds for many years. They claim to have bought H624 and H6213 maize varieties, being the high-yielding maize varieties commonly planted in the North Rift and South Rift regions. However, at the time of planting, many farmers noticed that most packets contained rotten seeds, a situation that had never been witnessed without regard to seeds purchased from Kenya Seed Company. They add that after planting the main seeds, majority of farmers experienced unprecedented poor germination rates as low as 30%, especially with the H624 variety. The petitioners affirm that in spite of the continuous rains experienced in the affected regions, from January to April 2021, farmers witnessed very poor and uneven growth lengths. 1 acre fund had good germination, excellent growth, and resistance to infection by MLN and smart diseases. The petitioners are concerned that they are staring at imminent huge losses that will negatively impact on their livelihoods, and despite numerous complaints by farmers, the Ministry of Agriculture has not made any serious efforts to establish the root cause of the fake seeds and destroy the remaining seeds in the various Kenya seed outlets so as to forestall a spillover for the next planting season. The petitioners further claim that the elect board of directors. They further allege that the acting managing director and other senior managers have outstanding integrity issues that are currently being investigated, including the loss of seeds worth Kenya shillings or 100 million in the Kenya Seed Narok stores and nearly 10 million at its Kitale seed shop, and infiltration of cartel seeds. Kenya Seed Company management has been citing infection of MLN and smart disease as a scapegoat to avoid taking responsibility for circulation of fake maize seeds attributed to poor management at the Kenya Seed Company. It is on the basis of the foregoing concerns and the gravity of the ramifications that the matter has on food security and national security that the petitioners are now praying that this Honourable House so as to forestall a spillover to the next planting season. 2, investigate to legally elect a board of directors. 4, cause the Ministry of Agriculture and the Kenya Seed Company to compensate farmers for the losses incurred from crop failure due to planting fake seeds purchased from Kenya Seed Company and its accredited outlets. For storing production of more fake seeds for the next planting.
Major shareholders called Mr. Nathaniel Tum was actually signed with him during lunch hour.
Able to involve the Kenya Bureau of Standards, the Ministry of Agriculture. Let us get the government to be at the forefront in ensuring that members and farmers get the right maize seeds, and not just maize, all seeds, Mr. Speaker, so that we can be able to secure this country in terms of food. Mr. Speaker, having said that, I support the petition and also join you in welcoming the Safari Rally in Gilgil this Saturday, in Soisambu, and in Sleeping Warrior in Elementaita, and I hope that members can come to witness it after 19 years of absence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You know, in the olden days, Honorable Sosion,
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. The petition before this House is not only a matter of crop failure, but it is a security issue. The matter being raised, Honorable Speaker, borders on deliberate criminal action for unscrupulous individuals to make money out of fake seeds. Mr. Speaker, households and small-scale farmers who rely on seeds to produce food are at risk of starvation, at risk of inability to raise reasonable income for their livelihood. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, this matter, in my own opinion, ought to be classified as a serious security issue that may not only be dealt with by the Agriculture Committee, and probably it may require, I believe, this is a matter that you have within your powers, that you can direct that the address to this matter can be and compensate the farmers who were tricked to use.
I wish it was possible that we would expand the scope of investigation, Honorable Speaker, such that what the petitioner has pleaded with regards to maize seeds, Honorable Speaker, it actually spills to the sugarcane seeds, Honorable Speaker, such that Kenya Sugarcane Research Foundation is also not really responding well in terms of giving farmers their rights, the right seeds, Honorable Speaker. If it is,
they go to the market to buy branded Kenya seeds. But, Mr. Speaker, it happens most of the time that it is only the packaging which is branded. But the product which is inside in terms of the seeds is not the quality seeds we used to know in 70s and 80s and 90s, Mr. Speaker. And it should go beyond maize, Mr. Speaker. Kenya Seed produces all other seeds from boma rods for those who plant grass, Mr. Speaker, to beans for those who choose to plant beans. And, Mr. Speaker, you plant a lot of boma rods, you spend a lot of money, zero germination, while you are bought the same from...
Mr. Speaker, because any country which does not control quality, Mr. Speaker, is actually a country which does not have a future. The Ministry of Agriculture, and indeed the whole country, has really lost direction in terms of ensuring that all agricultural institutions are up to task, Mr. Speaker. One of the biggest issues which we have currently is funding, and I want to beseech this House through the Committee of Agriculture, together with the committee, the Budget and Appropriation Committee, Mr. Speaker. When it comes to financing, we must actually ensure that all institutions which deal with agriculture are properly funded. The reason why I'm saying this, Mr. Speaker, is that you will find Kenya Seed is not able, one, to ensure that they do adequate research and ensure that they produce the right seeds and the right quantity. So what has happened, Mr. Speaker, it has created some room for unscrupulous, Mr. Speaker, and it is not funded. You find they cannot do research. So, Mr. Speaker, I beseech that this House must actually ensure that it rises to its feet and ensure that it performs its constitutional mandate.
In Kenya, South Africa, and Kenya, Botswana, and the explanatory memorandum.
What is to the Cabinet Secretary for Energy? What action has the Cabinet Secretary taken against a contractor, MSCP Power East Africa, who took the family for this negligence? Number 3, what measures is the
notice, and therefore the
1. Could the Cabinet Secretary explain the basis for allowing rail and air transport to carry passengers at full capacity during the period of COVID-19 pandemic, while subjecting other means of transport to reduce passenger capacity requirements? 2. Could the Cabinet Secretary consider reviewing the COVID-19 protocols and guidelines with regard
John Paul Mwirigi,
constituency, which is being undertaken by MS Jack Chin Water and Hydropower Company has shown since
the Departmental Committee on Transport, Public Works and Housing. Next question is by the member for Belgut, the Honorable Nelson Koech. Did the Honorable Koech request for deferment of his question? Also, I have a feeling
a status report on the progress made by Kenya Ports Authority in